All right, y'all, today we're gonna be making a certified hood classic. And I didn't certify this, Snoop did. He wrote it in his cookbook. Yeah, he does have a cookbook. I don't have it, but did a little intel. And I'm pretty sure I know what's going on here. It's a classic sandwich that involves some classic ingredients. But I think if you put it all together, it's gonna come out to a very good sandwich. A sandwich that I will like. There are a lot of parts in the sandwich that I do love. And that I did grow up with, honestly. Main meat is bologna. Now, I haven't had bologna in years, but I ate it a lot as a kid. In fact, bologna, cheese, mustard on bread, that's what I would usually eat. Uncooked, just pretty plain Jane, but he's taking it to the next level. We're actually gonna be cooking this up, then melting some cheese on it. And then we're gonna be adding some of these as well. We have some barbecue chips. These are the only freaking barbecue chips that I can get on short notice here in Korea, so maybe there's others, but this came like in one day. Only thing I could find. Alfredo's. Should work, should get the job done. Got 2 pieces of white bread, little butter, yellow mustard, bologna, 3 slices of cheese. Yeah, we're using 3 slices of cheese, 3 slices of this bologna, and my only hope is that this bologna is not bogus. Bologna is not really a thing over here in Korea, at least not that I've seen. So we had to special order this as well. Yeah, it's smelling better than I thought it would. It might be a little bit different, but I think it should still be good. But the first thing first, we're gonna go ahead and get this bread all nice and toasted with some butter. And you know what? I'm just gonna do it the lazy way. Actually, well, this butter is pretty melted. Never mind. Just melt it right in that pan, you know what I mean? It's so nice to have this wireless mic now. Jeez. Little mix up there. And just slap the bread down. I mean, I'm not looking for a perfect grill on this, like a grilled cheese, but just a little bit of something, you know what I'm saying? Now, while that's cooking up, I'm going to prepare the bologna. 3 slices. And you gotta cut a little slit in it if you're gonna be putting this to the fry pan. So I think what he did, my other camera's over there, so I'm gonna have to show you up here. A very basic slice from the middle to the edge, just so it doesn't curl up on you, you know what I mean? There you go. Now, once that bread is done cooking, I'll be slapping this on the fry pan. All right, what's this bread looking like? Not even close. We're cranking the heat. Normally, I don't like to go too high heat on these non-stick because they can warp and maybe mess up the, you know, those chemical agents inside. But you know, I know plenty of people who are living good lives and they've been using non-stick all their lives. So, you know. Is it really a big deal? Yes. But who's really got time for that? You know what I'm saying? Butter smelling nice and delicious. We're getting a little toast on it. Something you might like to do is give it a little flip. Like that. Alright, that's looking pretty good. Again, you know, I'm not looking for super even browning. This will serve me just fine. Ooh, that's hot. That's hot. Soak up all that extra butter in there. This is my second Snoop Dogg video. I did a video on that Snoop Dogg wine. And I don't think I've done on, any other videos on any other rappers. So, yeah. Okay, yep. That's hot. That cooked fast. We're gonna take this back over to the plate. And throw these bologna slices on the pan. That's smelling pretty damn good already, man. Like, bologna sucks, but in the best way possible. And like I said, I probably haven't had this since I was about 13 years old. We'll just cook it here for like a couple minutes, flip it over, immediately throw some cheese on there, get that nice and melty. And then basically we're ready to serve it up. Might as well prepare this bread while I'm sitting here. You want to get mustard on both sides. So we got through Pac-Man here, putting the cheese on. It's gonna get a little bit melty through the mouth there. So what you might want to do is do multiple slits, but I'm pretty sure he just does one slit, so you know, it is what it is. I think that's good enough. Cheese on. Perfect. Now while that cheese is melting, let's try one of these Alfredo chips, or Amica. These are from Italy. I think I've actually had these before. That'll do. That will do. All right. Let's build a sandwich. All right, so basically, you just stack these up like a burger, a little bologna burger. And now you take, according to Snoop, as many chips as you want. Gotta be barbecue though. And put those on top of that, like that. I think Lay's might have worked a little bit better for this particular sandwich. But I think this is a pretty good ratio. I'm not trying to go too overboard with this sandwich. And I'm gonna use my old chip clip from those spicy Japanese chips that hospitalized 14 high school students. Still holding up. And now you immediately take this other piece of bread, mustard side down, obviously, on top of the chips. Maybe give it a little press. And there we go. Now, just for the sake of the video, I am gonna cut into this. I don't know how he does it. Oh, that's looking decent, man. I like the look of that, I cannot lie. What do you think about that? Looking meaty, cheesy, chippy. It looks like a pretty mighty fine sandwich. On the cheap, on the quick. Let's try it out. Woo! Damn, man, that's I'm trying to figure out if I should say that's mighty fine or not, because it's straddling that line of mighty fine. Let's just say, because I'm sober right now, it would hit a lot different if I had some munchies that were induced by some herbal essences, if you catch my drift. But I'm projecting here. This is mighty fine. It would be mighty fine. A little bit messy with the chips falling over the place, but that is a flavor that I haven't really tasted before. I can't lie. Like I told you, I grew up eating bologna sandwiches, but they were usually just straight out the package, not fried. It wasn't on buttered bread that was toasted or grilled, and it did not have the barbecue chips. That's for damn sure. And when it comes all together into an amalgamation like this, you're really onto something. And I'll give Snoop credit, especially with the yellow mustard. You know, I love yellow mustard, man. Initially, I was thinking 3 slices of bologna might not be enough. I think it is enough. You could go for more though, but he goes for 3. I could have gone for 4. But he's also shockingly skinny. How's he so slim? I wonder if he even gets the munchies anymore. You know what I'm saying? Probably not. But this is a really good sandwich. You're getting essences of just kind of like a grilled cheese because you're getting that, the melted American cheese with the, buttered white bread here on the fry pan. But then you're adding that meat element, so it's kind of like a melt almost in a way, but a melt with chips in it, and it just, yeah, man. I think I heard he cooked this up when he was a kid. So props, because when I was a kid, I would not be able to cook this up. But obviously, I guess since a young age, he was cooking. It looks nice too. The layers. Now, title could be a little bit provocative since I am not from the hood. I'm just using his words to start the book. Yeah, I trust his words, I trust him. I'm not from the hood. I've lived, but hood can be kind of relative. There's worse hoods than other hoods from my experience. And I've lived in a place that definitely some people would consider a hood, for sure. But growing up, lived in just a regular. I went to my hood. My school was kind of in the hood of my town, but then it's like, well, my whole town is probably safer than like certain neighborhoods in certain areas. So, and then those neighborhoods in America, like the most dangerous ones compared to other countries, might be even more like safe and like pretty first world-ish, I guess. So I mean, I am rambling. Maybe I'm getting off out of my element here. Maybe I should stay in my lane, but it is what it is. I'll tell you a story. I don't know if I should tell you, but I'm not from the burbs. Like it's a weird town. It's a weird small town, about 30K. It's not like classic suburbs. Like I've mentioned before, it's got a north side that's typically pretty decent, and then a south side, which is typically pretty not decent. And let me just tell you, man, I don't know if I should say this, but I'll just give you an example of stuff that can go down. There's one high school in my town, so everyone went there to one high school, and there's about 1,500 kids. There's two middle schools. I told you in a different video, I was on the one on the south side, where I was just thrust into like a new environment because the boundary line, it was like me and like two other kids from my elementary school who went to the south side middle school, and then 99% of all the other kids went to this other school, the most weird boundaries ever. But I met some people, and there's one kid in my grade who was Asian. First time seeing another Asian kid besides my brother. And then even throughout high school, like I said, 1,500 kids. He was the only other Asian kid in my high school, but yeah, he was a super nice guy, super good guy. Always nice to me. I think he knew, that Asian connection. Probably the same thing I was thinking, like, oh, another Asian. And we sat together in like 7th grade math. He showed me how to draw a little bit, DBZ characters, Dragon Ball Z, and that was cool. He did that a lot. And I wasn't like really good friends with him. Can't say that, but always cool with the guy. And point is, he lived on the south side, and the last time I heard about him, it was 8 years ago maybe. Someone was trying to break into his car and is parked outside his house, and he goes out and says, "What the hell is going on?" Tries to stop the guy and gets stabbed to death. R.I.P. man. But I'm just saying, like, whoa, it's such a crazy. And there's been probably crazier things that have happened. Many I could tell you right now, but the thing with that is he's the only other Asian in my age group, and you think people leave Asians alone for the most part. He wasn't involved in any of that bogus crap, as far as I know. Pretty straight edge from what I know. But yeah, man, that was like super fucked up, man. And just like, I'll tell you what, maybe it's not a hood, but there's so many hood rats. I've just, when I lived in America, I was surrounded by hood rats a lot from ages like, I don't know, 13 to 22. Or 11. 11 to 22. There's something, if he's not safe, then who's safe? Because people, I would get made fun of every day, get, harassed. Bruce Lee, Jet Li, mostly. But, and that's the worst of it, Never got beat up. Jackie Chan, that was the go-to back in school. Every single day, stuff like that. But I'm rambling, but yeah, I mean, all in all, I don't have the cred to certify that as a certified hood classic, but Snoop himself did, and I'll just roll with that. It's just a mighty fine sandwich. Next time you got the munchies, make that. You probably might have all the ingredients. Well, who's really carrying bologna in the fridge these days? But if you do, cook that up. And that's it for now. So thanks for watching this video. Catch you on the next one. Peace.